Good morning. It's Stacy from PeonyLaneDesigns.com. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, click the blue button. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified. Good morning. I had a massive allergy attack this morning. It's like my eyes were all puffed up. They crust. I've been holding a warm washcloth on my eyes just to open them up. So no makeup. Ain't even. No, we're not even playing. I'm going to do the mushrooms today. I think. So, got a comment that I could use a glass vase. And I went, yeah, that'd be great. Looked all over. I have no glass vases. Then I was depressed. And I went under my sink and I tore through because you know those cheap glass vases that you get on every flower arrangement? I was sure we had some under there and then I didn't find one, but I did find something else. This is from the Dollar Tree. I've had it under there for years holding garbage in it. And then I broke the handle off one side, so this morning I broke the handle off the other side because... Tell me that doesn't look like a mushroom stem. Looks like a mushroom stem. Now, I gotta deal with this situation. So I'm gonna get that off there. I don't know how long that's gonna take me to scrub that off, but Dollar Tree still has these, and I think they're, they say flowers on them, or didn't I have one at one point? No, I don't think so, but they still have these. They're not this color. This isn't gonna stay this color either. I'm gonna find me a mushroomed color, stem color, brown. It's gonna be another brown, not this brown, because I gotta fix the holes and stuff. And then I'm gonna epoxy this to the top. This is gonna be my stem. And I think it's cute because it can sit in a garden or it can sit on a table and it'll be good. And then the other one is gonna get that wood leg. The little one's gonna get the wood leg. And I'm gonna attach that to a wooden base. So again, could sit in a garden or could sit on a table with some gnomes or something. I don't know. I think it would be cute. So that's my plan for today. And then I got a ton of dry brushing. I'm having a hot flash. I had another project that I wanted to work on for the blog. Because as I said, I want to do different projects for the blog than they would for here because they should be two different animals, blah, 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 blah. And I think I've systematically been poisoning myself. So if I die of arsenic poisoning, it wasn't my husband. I'm just going to put that out here now. And before you're like, what did you just say? I know half of you just came running back to your screen like, what did you just say? Margo. Yes, I accidentally poisoned myself with my smoothies. So I bought cherries. They're pitted cherries. Evidently, many cherries, the pit was not removed. And I have been crushing them up because I didn't know they were in there. I've been grinding them up in my smoothies. The cherry pits contain arsenic, which you should not, as it says, break up or ingest. It's less toxic if you don't break them up. And of course I broke them up. And then I drank them. A lot of them. So if I die, it's not my husband. You guys make sure he doesn't go to jail. He's a very nice man. I'm the only person poisoning myself. Sorry. And if that doesn't just explain everything you've ever needed to know about me, I don't know what does. I didn't know I was going to make a cherry sauce just the cherry sauce for some dessert. And I realized there was like 3 pits in there, and I went, and I grabbed like a handful more and tossed them in. And sure enough, out of that handful of cherries, extra cherries that I put in that sauce, there was like another 2 pits. And I was like, that's a lot. And I've been grinding them up and drinking them. So I've been giving myself arsenic poisoning for a period of time, and I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not dead yet. So hopefully, you know, I don't know the long-term damage of arsenic poisoning, but I don't think I'm going to Google it because I might be hypochondriac. Maybe I'll mention it to my doctor the next time I see her and just go, just, you know, keep it in mind. So if you see any signs of arsenic poisoning in my tests, just, you know, just keep it in the back of your head. Yeah. But anyway, let's see if I get the label off and finish this, because I felt like this was going to be destined to be an unfinished project of my... I'm sorry. I'm trying really hard not to continue laughing. Because who just poisons themselves accidentally? Oh boy. Anyway. Okay. So here we are. I'm going to get this done. Now my brain is stuck on the fact that the bundt pan has a hole in it. And then I'm going to see brown where there should be blue, because the inside of the mushroom, there's blue. And I want it to be blue. So I'm probably going to spray the end of this blue before I glue it down, and then paint the rest of it the stem color, which will be, I don't know. I'll find a color. But let me get the label off first. I'm going to have to go in the other room and get my undo. Get it off there, because it's definitely not peeling. That's how long I've had it. Galvanized. That's what it is now in the Dollar Tree. and circling back to the Dollar Tree's new ones are galvanized. No, I am not drinking, and I am not on drugs. Although they did legalize edibles in Minnesota. But we still can't buy booze in the grocery store. Huh. Like, you have to go to a different store, or some grocery stores have a store in a store. You have to use a separate entrance to go get your wine for dinner. It makes perfect sense. We're going to legalize marijuana edibles. Not marijuana, just the edibles. And the beverages. So I could theoretically go into the grocery store and buy pot soda, but I can't buy wine. Perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. This whole year, it doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm going to go do this. Look what I found. Mushroom stem. Huh? Kind of looks like mushroom stem. Let's make sure that's the color that's in here. And then, oh, yeah. Mushroom stem. Okay, let's get that mixed up. There's a lot of projects that I think are destined to go unfinished, but I got to get them done. So I'm going to do a load of dry brushing today as well. But this one was bothering me. I did not want to have these bundt pans sitting around in a year and going, I'll have to add that to the 100 project 100 days pile. Because it's like, I mean, it was just the frustration of not being able to figure it out. Well, I figured it out. I figured it out. But you know what I'm going to do before I glue anything down is, because the bundt pan goes down into it and it might sit outside, I want to put drainage holes in this one at least. So the small one, I'm not going to be able to do that too because it is getting attached to a wooden stem. So that one, they're just going to have to like dump it out, I guess. I don't know. But the blue one, I can absolutely put a drainage hole in it. And then, you know, as it rains, it just goes down. And underneath it, maybe it'll grow some mushrooms. Because it'll be dark and wet in there. Huh? Grow some mushrooms under a mushroom. Got a lot I got to get done. I'm trying to not let it overwhelm me, though. Because if I do, all bets are off. But I did paint it on the end. Just so that when you look down, so somebody set it on a table or something, and when they look down, I didn't want it to be like, oh, ew. Kind of half-assed. Can I say that on YouTube? Well, I did. So, I didn't want it to be that. You do you, though. If it's your mushroom and you don't care, don't care. I don't care. But I'm going to put a price tag on mine, so I have to care. This is going to be the color of the stem. And as long as that's drying, I might as well get to painting on this one. Yeah, I'm tired already. Maybe it's because I'm poisoning myself. Oh. So this is the sensor bin paint. Smart Coat paint. It's not covering very well. It's very thin. I don't want to deal with 18 coats of this. So, is there a brown chalk paint I can find? Chalk paint, Wild Oats. I used to sell this. I will still have to clear this, but, you know, giving the whole thing a spray of clear wouldn't be a bad idea anyway, since it's going to sit outside, so. But I don't want to put 12 coats on this, so here we go. Brown chalk paint. And yay, one coat. I will touch that up and hit all those. Like, the more I do this, the more stuff's coming off. But this is certainly better than the one coat of the freaking Zinsser paint. I mean, at least it's somewhat covered. So when I do coat 2, it'll just grab that. And then I left the top blue because you won't see the rest of that. So I'm going to end up scratching off. See that circle? It's about the size of what I need the center to be. I'm going to end up scratching off most of that other blue paint around it to give something for the glue to bite into. And I'm going to have to sand the bottom of the mushroom so that the epoxy or the resin has something to hold on to. Not resin. I'm not going to use resin. I'm going to use epoxy. See, my brain is like half a second behind me today. Must be the arsenic. Anyway, we're going to just sand that off, scratch it a little bit to give the glue something to hold on to, scratch the bottom of the actual pan and give that, you know, a little texture, and then we're going to glue that all together. But I got to get I'm going to wait for this to dry before I start punching holes in it. I suppose I could just use a nail. I was going to use my drill, but I could just use a nail and a hammer. Yeah, don't overthink it. Let's just do that. Yeah, I just got my nail and my hammer here. Whoop! My finger is now stuck. That's why I was going to wait for it to dry, Stacy. Wait for it to dry. Oh no, we ain't going to wait for it to dry. It'll be fine. Fine. Now I'm going to wait for it to dry. Let's find something else to do. I can't wait. Y'all remember the tilt top table and the leg broke? Well, I fixed it. And then I got to get all the extra glue that whoever tried to fix it before me had in there. So I'm not actually drilling into it. I've just got this set in there. And I'm trying to get the old glue out. Which hopefully that can break that up. I don't know what kind of glue they used, but it took me forever just to get it off this edge here to get it back on the tilt top table. But I'm going to get it out of this hole because this won't fit. Let me see if this fits on. Ah, fits perfect now. Okay. So that leg's going back on today because that's another one of those projects that I feel like if I let that sit much longer, it's never getting done. So let's get it back on there. Show up in the grain except some of the glue. Get on there. I'm gonna have to dry the whole thing after this. Glue, water in there. Way too much water in there. Clean up my mess. Ew, soaked. Okay. More rags. I'm going to need the rag for the glue anyway. Why? What? Just, why? No. God damn it. Well, we're going to glue that too. What the? How did that just happen? This is sticky. So whatever they tried to put it back with was not a glue. It's like a tape. There's a tape adhesive on here. If you don't know what you're doing, follow me. Follow me. I'll show you. Okay? Stop putting things on there that shouldn't be on there and stop screwing things in at an angle. We can get through this together. Dollar Tree flower bucket being painted. Top's dry. A little texture. I'm gonna leave that center hole alone because I want that to still be blue. Out of epoxy, so we're going with Gorilla Glue Clear. Don't care. Something's getting done today. Today. Wait for things to dry. So while I'm doing that, I've got this piece that has seen better days. It's just a pedestal, candle stand, pedestal, whatever. Just want to give it a little oomph. So it's kind of dried out, not very pretty anymore. I was thinking about painting it white, and then I decided dark wax. I want to bring it back and make it a stand again for display. I'll put a price tag on it. I don't know if anybody will buy it because it's not white. I'm tired of painting things white. See? Just brings it back. I'm probably going to do this to that entire table too. I don't care that there's adhesive coloring on it. It's like staining. I don't, because there's going to be something sitting on top of it, right? So I think this was actually for like a ginger jar vase. Well, when I got it, it didn't have the ginger jar anymore. So the Asian like ginger jars would sit on here and they'd be super high polished, and somebody has definitely washed this. And you can't just, you know, take wood and wash it. Like, not if you want to maintain it, then you got to oil it. And Yeah, Murphy's oil soap. But this will bring it back. A little wax. Dark wax. Now it's done. Took what? 3 minutes. So I glued the little mushroom stem to the base. I will eventually go out and use the brad nailer to just secure that. A little extra secure. But I want to get this painted white. And I want to dry brush the frame on this little guy. Remember this little guy? So we can get that in the shop. And I have a large oval black frame I picked up. You were with me. And I want to get that dry brushed. If I'm going to be wielding white, we're going to get some stuff done. I think it's better with the white frame. I do. I like it a lot better now. So that's done. I finally finished something today. Might be the only thing I get finished today. 2 things done today. So this is gonna go dry. This is done. Done. And yeah. 2 things done today. I got my dinner in the air fryer. Pizza rolls, because you know I'm a grown-up. My whole family has gone to a fair in town and I'm not going. So anyway, I finished them. I finished the mushrooms. They're all right. I don't hate them. I'm probably not going to do them again. But there's the big one and the little one. And look, the table is on its legs. I started to wax it. Gave it some Howard's Feed and Wax because it was definitely dry and it didn't look great. So that table was really super duper dry. But the legs are on it. The top is on it. It's drying. The glue is still drying. These aren't heavy. That's why I could set them on the top while it's still drying. And then I'm going to flip it over and feed and wax the legs. So it'll be ready for the shop too. So that'll go in the booth as well. My large booth has 2 very large holes that need to be filled. And one of them will be the mannequin with the dress form with the Norwegian dress on it. And then this table will fit in the other spot. So I'm glad it's done because now I have something to put in there. And it looks good after the wax got on it. So when I was going to use a gel stain over the top. I thought I'll sand it down and I'll do all this stuff. And I thought, I don't want to do all that. I want it done. I just want it done and in the shop. So I decided, let me try the weed and feet. I haven't been drinking. I have not been drinking. I very rarely am drinking. It's just my brain and my mouth don't connect sometimes. Anyway, the feed and wax. I thought I'll try that on the edge and just see how it looks. And then it looked gorgeous. So I went, I want to do that. It's so much faster. But it's like, it was soaking it in. So I did the first layer and Victoria came in and she goes, it's really dry. Oh, you missed a spot over here. I'm like, I didn't miss a spot. It was soaking in. But it made a huge, huge difference in the look of this piece. So, I mean, it went from looking like it needed to be refinished to really nice now. Really nice now. So, yeah, get a little feed and wax and some of the dry looking wood can be brought back because I did not want to redo it. I didn't want to paint it for sure. I didn't want to paint it. And then like re-sanding the whole thing so that it could accept new stain was just like, oh, really? I've already put more effort into this than I really wanted to. So I'm glad I went with this and that it worked out because like all the little edges, for sure, there's no way. And look how gorgeous it is. It's gorgeous. It's really pretty. Got a little white paint on you. I started working on this little number, but I think I've got the projects done today that I'm going to get done today. So I got 2 mushrooms, a table, a frame, or 2 frames. So I got 5 projects done today. And I put the dress form in the car and priced a bunch of stuff, so I got more done. But I pulled this out. Snowman picket fence, and I was like, this needs to be either redone or chucked. And then I started working on it, and there's so much. Like, they glued the scarf, and then these were, I thought, just glued on noses. Well, they drilled them in. There's holes in there. I'm like, wow, they did way too much. Somebody paid $30 for this when it was new. So I'm going to try and, I don't know what I'm going to try and do. I don't know what I'm doing with this thing. I don't know what I'm doing with that. But I think that's going to be all for today. I'm kind of running out of juice. So got a lot done though. I'm happy. I'm happy with the pieces that I finished. I'm glad these are done. They're going to go on the porch. And then this will go in the booth. So pretty much everything I finished today is going to go in this month's booth. Or on a porch, or it's just nice to have them done. So thanks for watching, you guys. Don't forget to share your good news where you in the comments below. My good news for today is, let's see, I got 5 projects done. And the feed and wax works. So this was my good news for the day. So thanks for watching, you guys. Happy junkin'. Bye. Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more junkin' videos.